What's up, everybody? BlueGabe, welcome back to Mexico. If you follow along, you've already seen our first Mexico video. If you don't, and you're new to the channel, go back and watch my very last video. We're in Magdalena Bay, Mexico. Yesterday we went out and dove with the bait balls, shot Dorado, aka mahi, aka dolphin to us Floridians. Today, we're just leaving the island. That's the house that we stayed in right there with Mag Bay Lodge. Wake up to the sunrise. It don't get no better, y'all. Today we're on a panga. Yesterday we were on a big boat. Today we're solely going spear fishing for reef fish. We might do a little bit of flounder fishing. We might do a little bit of exploring, but we're going after some pargo, some Pacific sheep's head, maybe some broomtail grouper. Who knows? Whatever we see that's edible, we're gonna shoot a couple of them. And tonight we're coming back to the awesome little restaurant right over here with some guys that I filmed with 3 years ago, and we're gonna cook some kind of awesome meal. We're doing it the way they do it here in Mexico on the Baja Peninsula, Magdalena Bay. Now let me introduce you to this guy. Look at him, look at the back. No, just turn around. Look, I mean, just look at it. From bales to ales, folks. Everglades Fishing Company. Mr. Jimmy.
Let's go.
You having a good time?
We're having a blast. What a lifetime experience. Hours away from anybody, just doing what guys do.
Now explain real quick what Everglades Fishing Company is.
So, Everglades Fishing Company started about 5 years ago, real quick. Started out as a charter guide, realized there's not much quality stuff out there for us charter guys, so jumped into the manufacturing of deck boots. Now we make the baddest deck boot on the market, and just a mom and pop starting to play with.
Also t-shirts and hats,
everything,
socks, everything else.
We're the mom and pop that's fun, listening to what the people need, and we're just bringing the fun and the quality to it, man. Mom and pop doing it right.
That's it.
Let's go.
Now if you follow along, you see I wear their stuff. I don't wear it to be cool. I wear it because it's the most comfortable stuff I can get my hands on. Their shirts, their socks, everything. My kids love it. Everybody I'm friends with in Florida, we all love it, and we support it because it's American made and it's a cool American dude. Right now though, we've got a long, rough ride all the way around the island. The wind's blowing right up against this island right now, but on the back side of it, we'll be on the downwind side, so it'll be super calm. We contemplated hiking over that mountain today and doing it by foot, but on the other side, there's a big cliff that you can't actually get to the water. So that X that out. And I wasn't really entertaining the thoughts or being excited about entertaining the thoughts of hiking over that big old mountain. I would have done it for you guys, but I was hoping I didn't have to. So we got this panga. We're gonna be running in the trough. It's gonna be super wet, so I'm gonna put the cameras in Everglades dry bags. Show us one of your dry bags. Right there, awesome backpack, keeps everything super dry. I'm gonna put my camera in that. We're gonna make about a 20-mile run, and once we get to the other side, I'll pull the camera out. We're gonna see seals and bird life, and you name it, we're gonna see it today. Now y'all know there will be something along these rocks right here on the point. That out there is all the Pacific. I mean, all of this is the Pacific, but that's the actual Pacific. You got this big boulder on this point. We're probably in about 80 foot of water here, so it's gonna come up really straight and really quick. I know there's gonna be something to get for dinner right there. We just gotta go get it. And the bad thing is we don't have wetsuits. The last time I was here, the water was 68 degrees. This time it's like 78 to 82. It's sort of chilly outside though, so when you get in the water, it's not that bad. When you get out, it's freezing. And you know how it is, the first time you jump in the water, it's like, but then you get used to it. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Look at this big old surge. Here in the Pacific, they don't have waves like we have in the Atlantic, where I live. They have surge. So it's like just a big motion of water. Watch how that rock disappears in just a second. In the Atlantic, that would be a wave that would crash over. Here, it just like surges in and surges out. Oh man, the water's clear right here. Jimmy, reach over and touch the water and see how cold it is.
I'm gonna say perfect.
It's
80,
it's good?
81, 82.
Oh, muy bueno.
No frio. No frio.
All right, y'all, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on right now. I'm trying to get my hands on something that's one of the coolest fish you will ever see in your life. Look at that thing. It's called a Pacific sheep's head. And these are some of the best fish to eat that swim in the Pacific Ocean. So we're about to put our dive gear on and jump in and spear some. A minute ago I caught one of these and was trying to get it off the hook, and I put a treble hook all the way through my pinky and had to use pliers to get it out, and it was not fun. So in with our drinks it goes. Look at the colors real quick. Look at the purple. That is so pretty. So I know some of you don't even know how we film these underwater shots. It's a GoPro on my mask. I turn this one off, I turn this one on and jump in, and you're about to see what we see. It's gonna get gnarly. This current is ripping, so everything's gonna happen super fast. Could be dangerous. There's seals, sea lions. Luckily there's not too many sharks. It is what it is. I sort of lied about the water temp. It's not necessarily warm, but it's not bad.
I'll give it an hour and our bodies are gonna go, okay, wetsuit, please.
Hopefully all we need is an hour. I lied, Jimmy.
It's cold.
It's cold. Here we go, folks. Get ready for some serious shrinkage. Those. Turn. Woo, it's cold. It's refreshing. He swam through that rock. So I'm going to disconnect your spear from him. Now I got him with that other one. Huh?
You go down there, will you?
No, he's going to come out this other side pretty easy. That's my first Mexico grouper.
Good stuff, brother.
I don't know if you will even be able to see that grouper in the shot. He was so far away when I hit him. This Rife Euro gun that I have is so absolutely deadly. It's insane. I mean, the fish was a long ways away. But what happened, so you understand, is he swam down there through that big rock and was poking out the other side. So I had to go down there and shoot him with this gun so I could unattach the other gun and get him out. And here lies my first ever Magdalena Bay grouper. And a nice one. So we're having grouper nuggets for dinner tonight, folks. And
That's
we're just
a good fish.
We're
That is
just
a good
getting
fish.
started. I hit him way back in the body, but it was such a far shot, it was insane. We're getting right back in the water. Jimmy said, let's hit that cove real quick. All right, you ready, hombre? Woo. Where's Jimmy? Why didn't you shoot him?
Because I like you.
You like me?
Hey. We both should. Dave, hey, watch yourself.
Dude, that's a thick one, boy. He's thick, boy. Oh, look at that. That's a broomtail. That's awesome. Hold his tail up. I'm pretty sure that's a broomtail. That's a good eating one right there. Woo! That was a long way. Hey, Pargo! Oh, thank you. Muy grande! Woo! Oh, he's got my fingers. Muy grande! Woohoo!
This one finger right here.
Hey! Yeah! Hey! Woo! I'm too cold. I'm frozen.
I was thinking the same thing. My shoulders are getting tight.
Yeah, I'm too cold. You don't need a ladder. It's okay. We're too cold. Oh, sunshine, freezing, cold. I am here to tell you guys that that was some of the most fun I've had in a long time. What do you think?
Probably the most fun I've ever had underwater, period.
I know you can see it in the footage. I don't know how good you can see it. Let me get down a little bit because we're running. The amount of fish and different types of fish.
And the amount of fish I missed.
I mean, grouper, where are you at? Okay, you're over there. Grouper, Pargo, Pacific sheep's head, and everything else you could ever imagine all in one shot. But the water is warm, probably like 78 degrees, but it's cool outside. And if you've ever free dove with no wetsuit, in a situation like this, you just get cold to the bone. Am I wrong, Jimmy?
Us Florida boys are cold, Jack.
So there at the end, Jimmy, I told him yesterday, I'm like, I don't think you can keep up with me in the water.
And I wasn't quitting until he was quitting.
Hey, I was cold, and there at the end, we had shot so many fish, and we can't take them home with us. We're gonna surprise his captain, though. He doesn't have a clue that his week's about to be made. All those nice grouper and fish, except for what we eat, is going home with him. And that is going to make his day. But anyhow, there at the end, I'm like, I'm cold, we've got enough fish. I'm gonna tap out. I turn around, Jimmy's like, thank God, you're ready. And we threw in the towel together. So we've got a long, rough ride back to the house. Put this camera down, put it back in the dry bag, and we'll see y'all there. I am starving. One thing about free diving, you will work up an appetite. And now we've got plenty of daylight, like we can relax, we can chill.
Hey, we ain't got a 50-mile ride home on one motor yet, so.
In our last video, you guys, we had a bad day there at the end, but hey, today's a new day. It's positive. I love it. The scenery here, the wildlife, the sea lions and the seals and the bird life. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. We'll see y'all at the lodge. Look how beautiful this water is right here. When we left, there was a lot of surge, a lot of chop. Now there's none. This will be a lot easier getting off than it was getting on. These guys do not care about their gel coat though. Watch this, right on the rocks. Oh, in America, that's a no bueno.
Not happening.
Oh, I love this place. If it was easier to get to, I think I would come here once a weekend. Way down there, about 200 yards though, is a restaurant slash bar. That's where we're cooking. Francisco and Franco are gonna cook us up. I think we got some lobster, don't we?
Lobster, grouper,
steak,
plenty of steak.
We got to get all these fish off the boat because I haven't even thoroughly showed them to y'all yet. I need to show you all these fish. It's so weird feeling this water not being freezing cold. I was expecting it to be chilly. Oh, it's cool, it's heavy. Somebody shot a bunch of fish. All right, so something I don't often do is this is my gun. It's a Rife, R-I-F-F-E. It's called a Euro. Just got a reel on it. Simple slip tip. If you need any kind of spearfishing gear, check out XL Spearfishing in Jupiter. Those guys, Eric in there, his partner, they will hook you up. I mean, this to me is the ultimate killing machine. It's what I use to shoot every one of these fish. I don't know what type these are. This looks like a black grouper at home, and this looks like a yellowfin grouper. Sorry about the dude with no muffler behind us. We're out here in the saltwater and nobody has mufflers. Then we got a pargo, which is a type of snapper, like sort of like our mutton at home in the States. Here we have a Pacific sheep's head, which is probably to me the most beautiful fish. This is one that's going to turn into a male very soon. These are like juveniles, and these particular fish, as they get bigger, they turn into males, and that's why they get the big hump. And then this is what I think, and I'm almost certain, is a juvenile brimtail. That's what Jimmy shot. So how many fish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grouper, a pargo, and 3 Pacific sheep's head. We about to eat good in the hood tonight, folks. So we're about to do something really cool. Our captain here, I don't even know his name. What is your name? Jesus. Jesus. This is Jesus. This is his awesome boat. He was so patient with us today, did anything we wanted to do. These guys out here, they work every day for a living, and they don't get to do much fishing by themselves, ever really. And most of the time when somebody comes here, they want to take all the fish home with them. Well, that's the exact opposite with us. I want to give back. So Jesus, you see? All but this one. We need this one and this one for us, the rest for you. So this one, this one, this one, this one for you. You like it? Bueno? Thank you for today. Thank you. You guys, this is the only Danko knife I brought with me. It's their new Eco Series. Check out dankopliers.com. They've been with me from the beginning. They make the best knives on the market, but somehow or another, that's the only one I brought with me. It's little, but it's sharp, and I'm gonna show you how to gut these fish, and then we're gonna clean them over there at Franco's place. After I drop everything, these knives right here are actually made out of recycled plastic that they got out of the ocean. I wonder what's in this fish's belly. Look at that knife. Come in here, Jimmy. Come in here, Jimmy, and show them what's down in there.
Turn that around.
I guess it doesn't have anything in there. It's all fat. Nothing but fat. Watch these seagulls. The reason I'm not gonna fillet it is down there at the restaurant, they will use every ounce of that fish, not just the fillets. You know what the best part about this is? We can walk to the restaurant.
Drive through.
Nothing like walking down a beautiful beach in Mexico, toting about a 25-pound grouper, beautiful sheep's head. Got one of my best friends with me. Even though today, you guys, I don't know what was happening. I felt like I was in a one-man war. Can we talk about that?
I got a little greedy. I thought I was gonna time it out, wait for the biggin. I got the biggin and I biffed it.
No, let's talk a little bit more about that.
We don't need to talk about it no more.
What happened with the big one?
I swung and I missed.
You were trying to hit.
I was trying to outdo him.
No, you were trying to
tried to outdo him.
You were trying to hit for like the center bleachers in the outfield, right?
I was trying to stone him, and it just didn't quite happen the way I planned it. It zigged and I zagged, and he ended up with a bigger grouper, and now he can make fun of me for the rest of the trip. But
Mas grande.
Time out. But I did not end up getting hooked in the hand, catching my damn self.
But you didn't catch that on video, so look, mas grande. Hey,
absolute blast, guys. This is truly a life experience that everybody needs to just go for. That's right. Pretty much that's the simplest thing. Just live. Just go for it. Charge.
Book a plane ticket and go somewhere new. Now, it helps if you go somewhere slightly safe like where we're at now. I'm not saying go to like the jungles in Bolivia, but go somewhere. Do it.
Get outside your comfort zone and live a little bit. Look at this.
This dude just got back from his days fishing, commercial fishing. This is literally just a little commercial fishing village. Hopefully Francisco and Franco's back.
Got the wet rock going. Está bien, está bien.
So it's been about 2.5 hours since the last time you see me when we dropped the fish off at the restaurant. You can see the sun's no longer out. It's actually behind the mountain range, and all the commercial guys are on their way in, if not already back. I want to show you guys some of these rigs. Look at this boat trailer. Now, somebody like me, I travel thousands of miles pulling my boats. These guys only travel like 30 or 40 feet at a time, but it's so crazy to see some of the custom trailer work that they have here. Some of them have tractor tires, some of them have regular tires. This is what you call a panga, and it's just a workhorse. Like, these boats were designed and built for hardcore commercial fishing here in Mexico. All the trailers are short and stubby. You can see that the trailer stops about half the length of the boat, which ours obviously goes all the way to the back, and it's made for traveling long distances. Look at that. Almost all of them have Yamaha, which is crazy because all the charter guys now have Suzukis. This guy's lugging in his basket full of lobster bait out there. Everybody's got a job. I think there's Francisco over there. And right here you got some big whale bones. I think that would have been like the whale's hip, even though you don't look at a whale and think he has a hip, but that's the hip bone. I think this is one of the vertebrae that connects to that big one. I think that's a rib bone. Look at that. Let's see how long it is. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, approximately 13 foot long. That's a big rib bone. I finally just found Franco. He actually just got in from fishing. So while I'm waiting on him, I'm going to show you something else that's super cool that they do here. So you see this ring, that ring, and this rope? They pull up because there's a big tide here. Right now it's like middle tide. So the tide will come up a whole lot more, but then it'll go out a long ways. So what this rope system is he'll tie his boat right there, and then he'll tie his back to the rope right there. He'll take this rope and pull it, and that will actually take his boat out there so it can sit all night long like that one and not be right up on shore. When he wants to come back, he'll grab that rope and pull it, and the boat will come right back. That's engineering at its finest. And every one of these boats has one just like it. Some of the guys pull them out like they just did with this one because they're working on it. But most of the time when the boat's running, they just send it out. When they need it, they'll pull it back. I always find when I come to places like this, find the local commercial fishermen and look how they do it. You can learn so much. These guys, they're so far from the mainland, they're so far from anywhere that they can't just go to the store and buy something. So they're constantly making it and making do with what they got. You can learn a lot from somebody that has to make do with what he has. Trust me, like a MacGyver. All right, he's finally done working. This is one of the hardest working men on the planet. You see?
Bueno.
A spear.
Yes.
See?
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
We put him in the freezer. He's almost, no, he's not quite frozen yet. He's stiff. You got a knife?
Yes.
You?
Si.
I got my little Danko, but I don't think he's going to be using that. He needs something bigger. Yo, he's got him a Bowie knife.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's see how you do it.
Bueno.
He's already starting it differently than I would, but that's all right. Sometimes let people do it how they do it. Cut him right from the tail. I guarantee you he doesn't throw that head out. How do you say in Spanish?
Eh.
How do you say?
No comprendo.
What is this?
Garropa.
Say it again.
Garropa.
Garopa.
Yeah,
Oh, you just say it with some twist to your tongue. Garopa.
Garropa.
Look at that beautiful meat.
Mucho bueno.
Man, that's a gorgeous fillet. Looks just like black grouper meat. Look at that.
Bueno.
Bueno. Now you cook the whole head.
Hey. Fue para la planta. Oh, bueno. Bueno, cachete.
So I just got done explaining to him in Spanglish that this is all we want. He can have this and the whole fish for his family.
Thank you. ¿Una bolsa?
Look at what we have here, folks at home. She just brought some fresh tortillas. She's got some steak. Let me tell you about these refried beans right here. Now listen, for all of you that eat at Taco Bell, you know what their refried beans taste like. They taste like crap. These beans taste like your grandma's best butter beans she's ever made in her life. Like, this is the best pot of beans you've ever tasted, and they are amazing. One thing that I've dreamt of the entire time coming back here was those refried beans and these tortillas. So these aren't your typical tortillas. I don't know what's different about them. They just taste a lot better. Here on the Baja Peninsula, this is like their signature tortilla. Look at this lobster tail though. Thank you, Franco. You guys, that man right there got up this morning at 5 a.m. and worked till 5 p.m. Came back into that kitchen and just cooked our dinner. Gracias. Thank you very much. So Jimmy just had to walk back and get his phone or something from camp. He is so missing out. That lobster is to absolutely die for. I'm so glad that you could join us again, Jim. What you got over there? You're working with some steak. Why aren't you eating this awesome lobster?
That lobster sent me into the hospital.
There's no hospital over here though.
Exactly where I'll be sent to.
Your throat would be swelled up? I could do that, like cut your throat and stick a straw in there.
A straw right around there.
How's your steak though? Be honest.
It's a steak in the middle of nowhere.
You know what I just realized? Where's the grouper? The pescado?
¿Qué?
No fish?
No. Steak.
Steak? Lobster?
That's it.
I just realized they didn't cook any fish. I've been sitting here eating this lobster, which is the best thing in the entire world, and they didn't bring us any fish. No fish? He just said, no fish. Yeah, we were supposed to.
Hey,
look, hold on a sec. Where the fish? We cleaned it. You cleaned it.
No español, no bacalo.
You guys, we got no fish. We have no fish. This is a grouper video, and we ain't got no grouper. I'm not sure how that happened because I filmed him clean it. I give him half the fish, and I said, here, you're gonna cook that fish? And he said, see. But maybe I need to work on my Spanish, however you want to say it. What are you giggling about?
He knows zero Spanish, and it's hilarious. He thought say cook fish, and they say no fish.
I don't even know what just happened. I'm having the best lobster I've ever ate in my life and thinking, wait, where's the grouper? Oh, no grouper. But hey, Franco has worked his butt off all day long. Y'all have seen us eat fish of every species known to man. This is good enough. That's it. You've seen Jimmy and I 2 days in a row in here in Mexico. I love him like a brother. We've had the best time ever. Check out Everglades Fishing Company. The coolest clothes out there, deck boots, whatever you need, dry bags, Jimmy has it. Come to Magdalena Bay, come to Mag Bay Adventure. Like, come here to Mexico and do this. You won't regret it. It's that good. You guys, we'll catch you in the next one.